We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Houston Astros and the Atlanta Braves. Ready now, George Springer, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there, and it's 0-1.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. Popped him up. Freeman over to his left. 1 out. Into the box now, Jose Altuve. First pitch coming, here it is. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Soroka has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
The 1-2. Soft grounder left side. Scooped up. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Next will be the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2. Check swing grounder to the right side. He's got it. The tag, and he is out. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Ozzie.
Now he'll step off and rethink this. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Stubbs waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now.
Ronald Acuna.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Batting third, the first baseman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Into center field, line drive base hit. Now a long throw home. The tag, and he is out at the plate. And so much for our first run of the ball game.
Batting fourth, the designated
Here's
hitter,
Marcell Ozuna as Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Hard on the ground towards short. On to Altuve for the force out, and the inning is over. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman.
The third baseman.
And now a pitch on the way.
Bregman.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
If he's able to dot that sinker down and away and execute that pitch all day, you're going to see a lot of weak contact, and the infield defense is going to be on its toes.
Hard hit at third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And, oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 23.
Here's Michael Brantley. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. A ball and a strike.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. And he fouls this one off. Bregman on at first, nobody out. Got him. At the plate, Carlos Correa, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. And it's fouled away. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he misses there. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off. Now another 1-2. This is line to left. But this will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. Digging in now, Kyle Tucker. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. 2 out with a man at first. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. He pulls this one into right. Inciarte will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Now at the plate, Travis d'Arnaud, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Now the pitch. Count now a ball and a strike. And he looks at one in there. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Standing in, Ender Inciarte.
The right fielder.
First pitch on its way from Verlander.
Inciarte.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
1 strike.
And there's ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Outside, 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Stubbs corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Inciarte is retired. 2 down now.
The shortstop.
Stepping into the box, Dansby Swanson will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And Springer will tuck this one in to retire the side. Top of the third set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Yuli Gurriel. Now the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Their count now at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Now at the plate, Garrett Stubbs.
The catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
First offering on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. And he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. Grounded to the right. Freeman's got it. And he is out on the tag. Riding in once again, George Springer. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, pretty impressive if you ask me. So many times you beat a sinker into the ground, you end up grounding out to third. You're running down to first base, and you're so upset at yourself. At least he got under the thing. He knows his bat plane is pretty decent.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
This is on the ground over to first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, David Fletcher.
Leading up for the Braves.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
David
And that misses for ball 1.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
And that's the first out. So one gone for the Braves here in the third. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Up next,
so up steps Ozzie Albies.
The second baseman.
Here's
Ozzie.
the first pitch to him.
Albies.
And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Fouled off. Verlander sets his sights. Here he comes on 2-2.
Okay.
Popped him up. Stubbs is under it, and that ends the inning. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jose Altuve. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yordan Alvarez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Another 0-2 home. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Another one sent foul. And he fights him off here to foul this one over toward the right side, and it'll remain 0-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
The third
So
base.
bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Alex Bregman. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
A ball and a strike now. A 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. So digging in now, Freddie Freeman, a base hit in his first trip.
Freeman.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Fly ball out to straightaway left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. Swing and a line drive. And this one was tailing on him, but he was able to reach down, pull it in, and with it, the side is retired. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Michael Brantley. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Inciarte's there. 1 away. He'll get to this one deep in the hole.
The batter.
Coming to the plate now, Carlos Correa. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2. Fouled away. Another full count pitch home. There's ball 4. Now batting, Kyle Tucker hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
No balls and 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Working for the punch out and the offering. And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And another foul ball. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
The first baseman, number 10.
Striding in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Acuña's there for it, and that retires the side. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
1 strike.
And it's 1-1. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. And he fouls this one off. Fly ball out toward left center field. Brantley on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
Now batting, right fielder, Ender.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Brantley arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The batter,
Runner
number
in scoring
7.
position at second
Shortstop.
with 1 away. And that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Swing and a liner, but foul. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Stepping in for the Braves, David Fletcher. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Fletcher.
Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Takes this the other way to right, but he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9, and the inning is over. Top half. The 6th about to get started, and next to hit is the catcher, Garrett Stubbs. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. And now time is called for and granted by home plate umpire Clyde Washington. Heading out towards shallow right. Inciarte is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. George Springer the next to hit. A pop out and a ground out for him to this point. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Hard hit ball to short. Swanson picks it up. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
1-1 the count. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tommy Pham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. That's wide, 2-0. And the pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. 3 balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Number 1.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring up Ozzie Albies down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Not in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
The 1-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
The designated hitter, Marcell.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. A bouncer to the left side. Reined in. And he's safe. So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with 1 away. And up next, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He's set, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
For Atlanta, the right fielder.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Ender Inciarte will be the next to bat, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A high fastball is in there.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Ready for another shot now, Yordan Alvarez.
Leading off for Houston.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Check swing called strike, 0-1.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Throw into second. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1 pitch.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Freeman is under it, no problem, 1 away. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and Michael Brantley settles in to hit at the plate. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
This is where you step out, adjust the batting gloves, and take a deep breath. You have to slow the moment down. I know you want to be a hero, but that pitch right there, a great executed changeup, had this batter way out in front.
Minter, a 25-year-old. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a changeup, and a 2-seam fastball. 2-1 to count. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball 3.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Shoots this one over to first. The tag, and he is out on to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Correa. Right to him. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? David Fletcher. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. Hit on the ground to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Up next for Atlanta, the left fielder, Tommy.
Stepping in now, Tommy Pham. As he'll take a look at ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. That evens it up, 1-1. Verlander has been strong to this point. He's given up just the 2 earned runs through 6 1/3. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
And he struck him out. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back, the right fielder. Gone! Acuna digs in now.
13, Ronald Acuna.
And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. Tucker retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a side. Ready to begin the 8th, and the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Digging in, Kyle Tucker, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Kyle Tucker.
Aledmus Diaz will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
16, Aledmus Diaz.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. So 2 gone now in the Houston 8th. And digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Luke Jackson enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. First pitch on its way. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
He'll try again. 1-2. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. So striding forward now, Freddie Freeman is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Freddie Freeman.
Back to work now is Verlander as the first pitch of the inning is swung on and missed for strike 1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. After it is Brantley. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So
Now
here's the cleanup hitter, Marcell Ozuna, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
One out, nobody on. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
The catcher.
Verlander gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Altuve has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. All set to start the 9th in this one, and now it'll be the catcher, Garrett Stubbs. Josh Reddick is going to pinch hit here to lead off the 9th, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Fouled off. That's popped up. Albies into shallow center. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, George Springer. He was a ground out victim last time up. Chris Martin takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Martin, a right-hander that stands 6'8". He throws a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a cutter, a changeup, and a slider. Just a touch outside, 1-2. Fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Up next to the Astros.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Lifted down the line in left, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chopped to third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he fouls this one off. Last strike now for Houston. And it's fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with